Okay, so I don't have my normal Adamcast intro. Excuse me, the Crigler Show intro. Whatever. It's the Adamcast. It's the Crigler Show. It's whatever you want to call me. I'm doing my thing. Look, this is my final time. This is it. This is the goodbye show. You know, I was very busy today, by the way. So I was running around. I didn't really have a lot of time to set up. So hello chat, how you guys doing? I see a lot of hellos. What's good, everybody? How you doing? Great to see you all. Thanks for showing up for me. And yeah, so Zit, no more. I'm out. I am moving tomorrow and Wednesday. Tomorrow and Wednesday. Actually, I might have to push my flight back tomorrow. So I may actually do a show tomorrow, depending what happens. I'm waiting for some documents to come in for some stuff that are being shipped here, and I need those, and they're on their way. So I'm out. I'm gone. Peace. Goodbye, Cast Castle. I always felt like I was an outsider here, and it may be true, but who knows? But alas, we move forward, right? Look, just want to remind everybody that I'm over on Odyssey, and you can go check it out. It's the Crigler Show, odyssey.com. That's ODYSEE.com, and just type in the Crigler Show. You can find me there. Really easy to find me. And also check out my Crigler Coffee Instagram. You can just do Crigler Coffee over on Instagram. You can find me, and check out Crigler Coffee if you'd like. It's delicious. I'm drinking a new blend. It's called the Commodore's Reserve. Sorry, don't mind me. Just drinking coffee into the middle. Yeah, onto the Crigler Castle. Exactly, Angleby. Where am I? I am currently in the same studio. I'm in the same place that I was last time. I'm just in... there's just nothing here. It's all empty. Because all of my stuff is packed up and it's on the way to my new spot. Very excited about that. My new... Crigler Castle is pretty good, actually. That's not bad. Moving into my own spot, let's say. I'm very excited about it. It's somewhere that I could live for a long time. It's a beautiful place, and most importantly, Nisha's happy. And yeah, I'm very excited about it. So until I won't have a studio for at least a month, maybe a little longer. I'm not sure, because I have to build it. There isn't really a good place for my studio, so I'm actually going to be like... I'm not really sure how I'm going to deal with it, but I'm going to deal with it. We'll see. I got this mobile setup. So what you're seeing me right now is on a mobile camera. It's just the same. It's my webcam that I use for twitching. So got to figure out the lights. These are still the Timcast lights that I've been borrowing. I did get my own lights, but I'm gonna use them when I move into the new spot or when I'm on the go. But I got my laptop. I got my everything I need to do my show. So we're going to continue doing it. Very excited about it. A lot of people ask me where I'm going. I'm just going to kind of not tell anybody. Just keep it on the DL. Today is the summer solstice. I don't know if you know what that is. It's the longest day of the year. I'm going to talk about the summer solstice for a little bit and just, midsummer, celebrating the peak of the summer, the year, halfway through the year. It's a good time. Then we're going to talk about Brian Stelter and CNN and how Joe Rogan basically said he sucks. And not only that, people were calling in to the show and telling him how much he sucks, and it's kind of hilarious. So we'll get into that. And then I want to talk about how I wrote HVAC Rex. HVAC stands for it's basically heating and air conditioning. And I read this new study that basically says Tyrannosaurus Rex had a natural air conditioner in their brains, in their skulls. It's an interesting article. We're going to talk about it. Then I have some other cool things. I didn't have much time today. I was kind of I was running around. I had to take care of a bunch of errands and stuff with Nisha. We were just we were kind of busy running around all day long. So we'll see when I actually get there. Yeah. So anyway, let's get into it, shall we? First, we're going to talk about the summer solstice, which is today, the longest day of the year. Here's a beautiful image of Stonehenge. I haven't been there. I actually would really love to go to Stonehenge. You know what? Maybe I will one day. Maybe I'll do a show at Stonehenge. I think it could happen. So, the summer solstice is the longest day of the year and the shortest night. Obviously. In the northern hemisphere, it takes place between June 20th and the 22nd, depending on the year. The reverse is true in the southern hemisphere, where the longest day of the year occurs between December 20th and 22nd. Humans have observed the summer solstice as early as the Stone Age. Cultures around the world still celebrate the day with feasts, bonfires, picnics, and songs. The northern hemisphere receives more daylight than any other of the year on the summer solstice. This day marks the start of astronomical summer and the tipping point at which the days start to become shorter and nights longer. The word solstice comes from the Latin words sol, which is sun, and stidium, still or stopped. The ancients noticed that as summer progressed, the sun stopped moving northward in the sky, then began tracking southward again as summer turned to autumn. During the winter solstice, the sun does the opposite and begins moving northward as winter slowly turns to spring. Neolithic humans may initially have started to observe the summer solstice as a marker to figure out when to plant and harvest crops. In ancient Egypt, the summer solstice corresponded with the rise of the Nile River. Its observance may have helped to predict annual flooding. Different cultures and religious traditions have different names for the summer solstice. In Northern Europe, it's often referred to as midsummer, which I've actually celebrated many times with my wife's family in Sweden. Wiccans and other neo-pagan groups call it Litha, while some Christian churches recognize the summer solstice as St. John's Day, as to commemorate the birth of John the Baptist. According to some ancient Greek calendars, the summer solstice marked the start of a new year. The summer solstice also marked the 1-month countdown to the opening of the Olympic Games. Coronia, a festival celebrating Kronos, the god of agriculture, was also held around this time. The Greeks' strict social code was temporarily turned on its head during Cronia, with slaves participating in the merriment as equals, or even being served by their masters. In the days leading up to the summer solstice, the ancient Romans celebrated Vestalia, a religious festival in honor of Vesta, goddess of the hearth. During Vestalia, married women could enter the temple of Vesta and leave offerings to the goddess in exchange for blessings for their families. In ancient China, the summer solstice was associated with yin, the feminine force. Festivities celebrated earth, femininity, and the yin force. Before Christianity, ancient Northern and Central European pagans, including Germanic, Celtic, and Slavic groups, welcomed midsummer with bonfires. It was thought that bonfires would boost the sun's energy for the rest of the growing season and guarantee a good harvest for the fall. Bonfires were associated with magic. It was believed that bonfires could help banish demons and evil spirits and lead maidens to their future husbands. Magic was thought to be the strongest during the summer solstice. Midsummer was a crucial time of the year for Vikings who would meet to discuss legal matters and resolve disputes around the summer solstice. Many Native American tribes took part in solstice rituals, some of which are still practiced today. The Sioux, for instance, performed a ceremonial sun dance around a tree while wearing symbolic colors. Some scholars believe that Wyoming's Bighorn medicine wheel, an arrangement of stones built several hundred years ago by Plains Indians that aligns with the summer solstice sunrise and sunset, was the site of that culture's annual sundance. According to pagan folklore, evil spirits would appear on the summer solstice. To ward off evil spirits, people would wear protective garlands of herbs and flowers. One of the most powerful of these plants was known as chase devil. Today, it's called St. John's wort because of its association with St. John's Day. Other summer solstice traditions hold that the ashes from a midsummer bonfire can protect one from misfortune, or that the ashes, when spread across one's garden, will bring a bountiful harvest. The orientation of some archaeological structures are thought to reflect ancient observations of the summer solstice. From the view of the Sphinx, the sun sets squarely between between the Great Pyramids of Khufu and Khafre on Egypt's Giza Plateau on the summer solstice. Archaeologists have long debated the purpose and uses of Stonehenge, a Neolithic megalith monument in the south of England. The site is aligned with the direction of the sunrise on the summer solstice. While some have theorized that Stonehenge was the location of a prehistoric summer solstice rituals, there's little archaeological evidence that it was used this way. I think it was. Many cultures still celebrate the summer solstice. Midsummer festivals are especially popular in Northern Europe, where bonfires are lit, girls wear flowers in their hair, and homes are decorated with garland and other greenery. In some parts of Scandinavia, maypoles are erected and people dance around them at midsummer instead of May Day. I've actually made my own midsummer pole, and the maypole, and it's pretty fun. And I've made little mini versions of it, and I've actually gone to an event, actually many times. I was in one of the largest midsummer gatherings ever, and it happened to be in New York City, because there's just a lot of Swedes that were there, and some people actually went there, and all the Swedes that live in probably Eastern America all went to New York for that midsummer celebration. It was quite a fun time, and I've danced around the pole. Neo-pagans, Wiccans, and New Agers around the world hold summer solstice celebrations. Each year, thousands gather at Stonehenge to commemorate the longest day of the year. And that's it. I'm actually really excited because it's a really big part of my wife's family, midsummer. I mean, I love traditions. I love celebrating with family. My family is all over the place. The Crigler side of my family is huge. I think I have something like 90-something uncles, cousins, and including the cousins' kids, my sister's kids. Like, between my two sisters, there's 8 children so far. That's just 2 of my 3 sisters, right? So, and I've got 2 brothers, and they haven't had kids yet. So, I mean, I'm going to add to them eventually, but I'm really excited about it because we're going to be introducing them to, American stuff, Swedish stuff, and I'm just clearly excited to have kids. Now that I have a house, I'm like, okay, what's next? All right, well, it's time to have kids. So now pretty much every time I think about different things, I'm like excited about teaching my children that. It was just Father's Day yesterday. I hit up my dad and I wanted him to know, I've learned a lot from him. And as I get older, I'm remembering things that he's taught me that I didn't really think about, until I was older, until it became relevant to me. Man, as most kids do, they think they're invincible and they think they're going to last forever and live forever. And, they don't realize. And there's a saying that goes, people have 2 lives. And the second one begins when they realize they only have one. And I think that sometime over the last 3 years, I've realized that. I woke up one day and I told Nisha, like, I'm going to use every opportunity that comes my way. No joke. The next day, Tim Pool called me and I joined him on a podcast. And now I have a platform because of that decision. I took an opportunity and I stuck with it. So I'm pretty excited about it. And so what's next is having kids. I have a house. I have a platform that I really love. I love my job. I love coming to you guys with really cool, interesting things that I found, like this. I have an article about a sandal that was lost 2,000 years ago. It's such a silly article, but it's so interesting to me. These pieces of history that we're now finding. Maybe I'll talk about it, but either way, I'm excited to celebrate these fun traditions that, I'm finding out is huge in my wife's family, and my kids are going to enjoy that, and through them, I'm going to relive it all, and I'm very excited. So I'm really excited about it. Anyway, let's move on. Let's make fun of Brian Stelter, or CNN, or both. Let's do both. This guy My goodness, he got ripped apart by Joe Rogan. You know, before we get to the Joe Rogan part, I want you to watch this because this is absolutely hilarious. Hold on, let me turn it up for you guys to hear this. Actually, I can't hear it myself.
Junkie. He made the statement just a few minutes ago that he is.
I'm
gonna start it over. I'm gonna start over.
To on national television admit he and his network are a bunch of liars about Donald Trump.
This is Kevin in Princeton, Indiana. Good morning.
Yeah, Mr. Stelter is the biggest minister of misinformation I have ever heard, and I'm a news junkie. He made the statement just a few minutes ago that he is all the stories are always evolving. Yeah, his stories absolutely evolve.
Brian Stelter.
Thank you for the feedback. I appreciate it.
Savannah, Georgia. Rick, good morning. You're next.
Yes, I was just wondering if you still feel like Michael Avenatti is the greatest thing in the world and should run for president of the United States.
That's
and
funny.
my suggestion is whatever CNN says, do the opposite and you'll be fine.
Aurora, Indiana. This is Robert. Good morning. You're on with
Whatever CNN does, do the opposite and you'll be fine.
Brian Stelter.
You know, CNN is just something.
Who smiles like that? Who smiles like that?
It's a joke. It's a joke. This guy tells more lies, and Fox gives more news than CNN does in their
What lie? What lie did I tell?
2 years. It's not.
What lie? What lie did I tell? What do you mean? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? This guy just got absolutely wrecked by callers calling in live, basically telling him you suck. His ratings have dropped 70%. I mean, CNN, they're not in airports anymore, so they're not like ratings, whatever you want to call CNN's ratings, because they're in every single TV on the planet in airports. Okay, maybe not everywhere, but at least in the States, every time I flew around in Europe too, I saw CNN being played. It's ridiculous. But then we got Joe Rogan ripping this guy apart. Joe Rogan savages CNN Brian Stelter and his effing terrible show. My goodness. Podcast king Joe Rogan has savaged CNN's Brian Stelter for being under the thumb of the White House and losing viewers with an effing terrible show. In the latest episode of the Joe Rogan Experience, the podcaster trashed Stelter for having complained about YouTube personalities like him getting more viewers than CNN, as if it was some horrible thing, or as if he was entitled to these viewers. Like, oh no, someone else is getting more views than me on YouTube? Well, I should be getting these viewers. No, because you suck. Anyway, this is continuing from what Rogan said. He said they were describing it as though they were entitled to viewers. Exactly. Rogan, 53, noted a panel of discussion on Stelter's reliable sources in January. The dude's show is called Reliable Sources. Oh, that's like a free candy on the side of a like creepy dude's van. Like, you don't trust it. Like, it's I don't think I'm gonna trust that. That's gross. It's a freaking creepy van. Why would I want free candy out of that? Nah, I'm good. You know? It's like a certain doctor saying, I think you can trust me. Why would you need to say that? Why would you need to convince me of that? What? I mean, if you're a doctor, then you shouldn't have to say that. Now I don't trust you at all. Right? Reliable sources. Oh my gosh. Just believe what I'm saying. Believe my narrative. That's the vibe I'm getting from that name. This continues on from, sorry, I'm being sidetracked on making fun of him myself. This continues the quote. This is because the market has spoken and your show's effing terrible, the UFC commentator said, not holding back any punches. Brian Stelter's show keeps slipping and slipping and slipping in the ratings, said Rogan, whose show has had hundreds of millions of views on YouTube and regularly leads the podcast charts. Yeah, because he's interesting and authentic. And you see him having actual conversations with people. Like, that's what people want. They want real authenticity. When they go on watch something, they don't want to be BS'd. They don't want to be convinced of a lie, right? They want they want someone real. They want to feel that they're being given honest information, right? I mean, the name of his show is Reliable Sources. What is it? Reliable Sources. What? CNN, Reliable Sources. You can trust us. Woo! We're totally unbiased. Yeah. I believe that. Sarcasm. Just in case you weren't clued into the fact those, you know. Okay. All right. Oh, and he continues. By the way, he doesn't just stick with Stelter, which here's Brian sitting seemingly patiently. I don't know what he's waiting for here, but same with Don Lemons. It's the same thing. Everybody knows they're not real. They're not real humans. Exactly. They're not authentic. People want authenticity. They want to go, I can relate to this person. I don't want to be lectured by somebody. I want to feel like I can connect. These people aren't connectable. They even act like they're above and beyond everyone else. That's something an attitude I can't stand in people. You know, like, just be normal. We're all human beings. We all bleed. We all have feelings. We all hurt sometimes, you know? Rogan particularly singled out Stelter for failing to ask any pressing questions in a recent interview with White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki. How about Brian Stelter talk about the press secretary saying, "What are we doing wrong? What are we doing wrong?" Like, hey, mother, ever. Obviously, the dude swears a lot. You're supposed to be a journalist, Rogan said. These people aren't journalists. Really? Come on, Joe. You know these people aren't journalists. They read from the teleprompter. They don't write what that stuff says. They regurgitate someone else's BS for the masses that believe it. The sheep. Yeah, I tweeted out just the other day. I said, the more I learn, the more I look at the news and know what the truth of what's going on in the world is and see how the news spins it. I'm talking about you, Brian Stelter, right now. Don Lemon, you're as well. You're included. All of you guys on CNN. All right? People are sheep because people believe it. The arguing points that they give me whenever I see them arguing online are the points that they're getting from mainstream media. They're not getting their arguments from actual truth, some actual statistics, actual things that are going on in the world. They're going, well, I know this statistic, this fact from Brian Stelter. Maybe not specifically Brian Stelter, but from the narrative that they're all pushing. And I say they all because, it's, and some people actually got upset with me for calling them mainstream media. They're like, you're actually like giving them credence. Like, you're basically saying they're the mainstream media. They are, though. That's what people soak in, right? Not me. I don't soak that stuff in because that's not where I'm getting my sources from. I'm getting it from the actual bills that Senate is putting out there. I'm watching the actual press conferences of all the different people from all the different sides, And Psaki is, my goodness, don't get me started on her, or the White House. Let's keep it on the pundits, right? My goodness. Let's see here. They're obviously being told a certain amount of what to do, he claimed, of the fawning cable TV news host. Rogan suggested that the target for his ire might be an interesting guy if he had his own effing podcast and could be himself. Right, exactly. I don't think Brian Stelter even believes half the stuff he says. And if he does, then, whatever. It's the same kind of stuff. While he did not mention it in his tirade, Rogan may have been counterpunching Stelter for attacking him on his CNN show when he suggested that the podcaster's attacks on woke culture were just to grow his audience. Or maybe it's because there's a large sum of people out there that are sick of the woke culture, that can't stand it anymore, that see it for what it really is. That it's some crazy ideology being pushed through the narrative of the main media that the masses just soak up and blindly believe because they don't have the time to actually do the research. They don't feel like doing the research and they're too busy in life or they're dealing with things. And it might not even be their fault. You know, I think a lot of the issue stems with mainstream media. Even Putin, President Putin of Russia, is calling us out for our news media, saying, wow, like, I can't believe, like, the people of America don't see what the media is, like, doing to them. And it's like, that's so embarrassing as an American, going like, no. Those people don't speak for me. No, those people don't speak for me or a lot of the people that watch my show or because I know there's a good group of people out there that are like, what is going on with the world? How are we here? How is this what they're pushing? How is this what they're complaining about in life? We got electricity. We got food at the store. We can go just buy food at the store. It's amazing, right? We have the internet. We can be connected to literally everything and anything on the planet. Gosh, these people are entitled and just want to complain. Oh. So I don't blame Rogan. Rogan's blowing off steam. He's pissed about it, man. And he's pissed at these mainstream media puppet heads, talking heads that are just, they don't even know what they're saying, I bet. But they're saying it with emotion and conviction. So people are like, it must be true. So then I found this interesting fact. This is from the Redheaded Libertarian. Shout out to her because she is smart and posts some incredible facts about what's going on. She's a great follow. Official TRHL, the Redheaded Libertarian. Definitely check her out. But she goes, Brian Stelter is a millennial. It turns out he's 35. He's 2 years younger than me. What? I was so caught off guard. I was like, wait a minute, really? He was born in 86. We think about age, right? We think about like, oh, a millennial is from 85 to 2000. Or no, it's 80. And it's like, no. It's more of a mind state. But it's somewhere between 83 and 87. You know, people that have a lot of Gen Xers around them growing up aren't millennials. But if you were like a spoiled brat and you were like a rich kid and you were kind of like raised in this new environment, you were a millennial. I think, I'm making a bold claim there. Brian Stelter, millennial. All right. And I was like, dang, it all makes sense. And then someone goes, this is a dig at Tim. Tim, I love you, buddy. But I had to show people this. He said it could be Timcast if he grew a beard and put on a beanie. And some Salty Bear did it. He went and did it. It's Tim Stelter. I thought it was so funny. I had to just put that out there. You know what I mean? It was too good, man. Someone edited that down there, and I had to show it. It's so funny. It's so funny. All right, I'm done complaining about media. I do it so much. Hashtag repeal Smith-Munt. Hashtag reform the NDAA. Hashtag cancel participation trophies. Let's do all that. Yes, I know chat's going nuts. Isn't that hilarious? I know. I had to show you guys. It's too good. Anyway, all right. Moving on. Let's move on. Okay, this is a fun article that I found. Study finds that the Tyrannosaurus Rex might have had an air conditioner in his head. In his head. That is very cool. Very cool. Oh my gosh. Look at this embarrassing Etsy ad. Vaccinated jewelry. Okay. For the record, I use a private everything. So none of the ads that are showing up are things that I've searched for. All right? Don't confuse it for something that I'm interested in. Oh, it's funny. Or maybe I should just get that anyway, just to like be like, yeah. Just look at the necklace. I'm good. Leave me alone. Okay, sorry. We're talking about the Tyrannosaurus Rex here, all right? Tyrannosaurus Rex. Scientists keep making incredible discoveries in the field of paleontology, the latest of which is regarding the Tyrannosaurus Rex, one of the most well-known dinosaurs and popularized in many films. It speaks to our imagination as one of the more enormous meat-eating dinosaur species that have ever roamed the earth. Amazing. Here's a thermal image of the Tyrannosaurus Rex shown with its dorsotemporal fenestra vibrantly glowing, which almost looks like it has a third eye. You know what? What if maybe, bear with me, all right? Bear with me now. It ate something, and the thing it ate, like it bit the head off of something, right? And everything has DMT in it. I don't know if you know this. DMT is literally in all things. It's in plants, it's in you, it's in me, it's in trees, it's in animals, it's in cats, dogs, everything. And when you die, your brain releases it. So what if at the time this Tyrannosaurus Rex bit the head off its prey, all right, the prey, let's say that it's also a predator, ate something else, bit the head off something else, and then its head got bit off. So there's double the amount of DMT in these two heads. One head, a smaller head. I know I'm getting far-fetched. Like Russian nesting dolls. Think about like that, right? So the T-Rex bites the head off something who just bit the head off something. It releases all the DMT. The T-Rex gets an influx of DMT and starts tripping. Sorry, did I lose you guys? All right. But look at this. That's what this picture looks like to me. I had to kind of like give you what I was imagining when I saw this picture. I'm like, it kind of looks like his third eye is opened, like he's trying to communicate with this crocodile. Like, look at him. He's looking at him. He's like, I know what you're thinking. Yes, you're thinking that this bird over here is kind of quite judgmental. Look how judgmental this bird is. All right. Anyway. Researchers from the University of Florida, Ohio University, and the University of Missouri proposed that T-Rex had an air conditioner in its head. With this claim, they are flying in the face of theories that have stood for over a century. It all has to do with two large holes that can be found on the top of the Tyrannosaurus Rex's skull. Scientists previously thought that they were filled with mucus, or muscles, tasked with supporting jaw movement. The idea of muscles in that location didn't quite sit right with the Casey Holliday, the lead scientist on the study. He stated that it is strange for a muscle to come up from the jaw, make a 90-degree turn, and then go along the roof of a skull. He continues by stating that there is a lot of compelling evidence for blood vessels in that particular location. The evidence for this is mainly based on studies on alligators and comparable reptiles. To further support their hypothesis, researchers used thermal imaging to examine alligators. They now believe their evidence offers a new understanding of the composition of a T-Rex's head. The coordination of laboratories at the Department of Biology from the University of Florida, Kent Villette, stated that the body heat of an alligator is dependent on its surroundings. He substantiated this statement by pointing out that they noticed big thermal hotspots on the holes in the roof of their heads when they were trying to warm up in chillier surroundings. The scientists concluded that the holes in the head of Tyrannosaurus Rex were probably also filled with blood vessels similar to those in the skulls of alligators. They are effectively creating a rift with the current school of thought up until now that has been putting muscles at those locations for over 100 years. And you know what? It makes sense, because if the jaw would come up, like, why would it go 90 degrees and over to holes on the top of the head? Obviously, I have a completely different shaped skull than a Tyrannosaurus Rex, but I mean, for what they're suggesting, it does make a lot more sense to me. And I've actually seen many of these bones in life. I love going to museums. I love seeing these guys. And you can kind of see here, these would be the two holes that they're talking about. Why would the jaw muscle go, even if it was like here, right? No, I mean, that would be open all the way to here. So this is like where the main jaw muscle is. It would have to go up 90 degrees forward and 90 degrees like over the top of the head. It makes no sense. And what they're saying when they're looking at the closest thing on our planet right now that could resemble a T-Rex, which is an alligator. I mean, they're basically just like long, straight, cigar-shaped alligators, huh? So, anyway, I think it's really cool. I'm really excited about it. And look, guys, I don't have any more segments. I have some other things I could probably talk about, but I haven't read them, and I want to get some other things to go along with it. I just thought it was a really fun article about the Tyrannosaurus Rex, and it's whenever you say T-Rex, well, Tyrannosaurus Rex. What do I say wrong? Am I saying it wrong? Am I not saying it correctly? Who knows? Anyway, how are you guys doing? Thanks for tuning in. I might do a show tomorrow. I was going to say it's my final night here in the Timcast Castle. I had a great time on the show with him. I honestly wish it would have kept going. I do miss being on that show, but things happen as they do. And now I'm doing my own thing, and I couldn't be more excited to move forward because I've got my own house. It's going to be the first time my wife and I have our own place completely. This is kind of like we have our own place because we're in the in-law suite. So we don't see anybody over there. We have a couple doors to get to our spot. We have our own entrance, own everything. We don't see anybody over there. So this is pretty amazing. But the thought of having my own spot, my own everything. I got a private river. I've got a sauna, a hot tub, greenhouse, like a chicken coop. I'm so excited about what I'm getting. I'm very excited. Anyway, let's get into some super chats. Thank you all for hanging out. You know what? If I do have a show tomorrow, I might do just a live Ask Me Anything and just kind of go nuts. Now, obviously, I'm not going to be talking about specific things because a lot of people want to know certain things about what happened during a certain month last year when there was a major change and certain things going down. I'm not going to talk about that, but pretty much anything else goes. I might do that. If I have a show tomorrow, I don't know if I do or not. Robert Wiles says, my brother will be the second in command at an army base in Pennsylvania. Once I find out which one, I'll let you know. You have a blessed soul, Adam. Have a blessed night and a blessed life doing what you love. Thanks for all you do for us. Thank you, Robert Wiles. I appreciate you. And are you sure you want to dox your brother? Maybe not dox your brother. But that's really cool, and I'm very proud of your brother. Thank you. Tell him thank you for his service. I do appreciate that. Mike Robershaw says, what's up? Hey, what's up, Robershaw? Good to see you, mate. Daniel Humphreys, is this your new studio? No, I actually haven't moved out yet. All my things are gone. I'm literally sitting in the same spot that I did my regular show in. Seriously, no joke. It just looks completely different. Everything's gone and is being moved right now. And I do miss it. But I have my mobile setup that I just set up here just to be able to continue doing my show while I'm in transit. So I'm either going to be moving tomorrow or I'll go live tomorrow. I'm actually not sure. If I'm live tomorrow, that means I won't be live on Wednesday. I might have to push my ticket back. Let's see here. Robert Shaw says, random plastic plant in the background. No, that's real. This is real, actually. It is a real plant that we sadly have to leave behind. So we're going to give it to someone in the house. I just wanted to put it back to add something to the background, so that it wasn't just dead back there. Let's see. Mark G says, hey, chat, has anyone used fixed wireless internet service thinking of buying a house in the country, but not sure if fixed wireless is good for remote job work? Satellite doesn't work very well for VPN. I don't know. Interesting. Neo Unrealist, what's up, dog? I see you in chat right now. He asked if I had to give back the UFO. Absolutely not. I kept that. That UFO is mine. It is mine. And no, actually, I'm pretty sure. I don't know exactly what they're gonna do. And you know what? I don't really care, because once When I step out this door, I'm out. Can't wait. Let's see. Fantastic Mr. Knox says, good day, Adam. Looking forward to today's stream. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right. I just had a super chat jump. Give me a second. I got to find where I was. My goodness. Thank you all very much for your super chats. Terminal Dogma says, this is for a beverage on your trip. Hope you're getting away from the East Coast. Rock on, Adam. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Robert says, you'll get doxxed eventually. A lot of haters out there. Yeah, maybe. Eventually. Sure. I wish them luck. And, we'll see. Christian says, really happy for your success and your house, your new house. You deserve it. Keep up the great work and spread the truth. I'm glad I can support your work. I hope the show only gets bigger. Thank you, Christian. I really do appreciate that. I am not going to stop. I really do appreciate those kind words. I really am. I have 2 strikes right now on my channel, so I got to be very careful because I am 1 strike away from being eliminated from YouTube completely, which is basically how I monetize my life right now. I don't work for anyone else. I'm working for me. This is now my sole income, doing this show. And I love doing the show. I love all of you for showing up for me constantly, consistently. And I really do appreciate all of you. Robert Wiles again, speaking of support, where there is a way, you will find it. So proud of you, Adam. Have a blessed soul. Adam, have a blessed night and a blessed life doing what you love and chat. Thank you, Robert. Never-ending support. Robert Shaw says, Brian sucks so much he put black holes to shame. Oof. Obviously, he's talking about Stelter. Robert Shaw says, at least Bezos built something. Brian only sucks. Let's see. Robert Shaw says, ash is very good fertilizer. Right, that's true. Yeah, I was thinking about that when they were talking about the summer solstice stuff. Robert Shaw again says, except Biden's, his ashes will kill the earth. Oof. Alex says, congratulations. Well, thank you very much. I am very excited about the future of my life. Seriously, I couldn't be more excited. Let's see. Freddie says, be sure to register to vote first thing at your new home. Absolutely. Definitely will. Robert Shaw says, Adam and Nishra sitting in a tree, Kissing. It's a beautiful thought. Mark Robert Shaw says, only chickmunks smile like that. Yeah, he's got this like, just smile. It doesn't seem natural. And you know what? It wasn't though, because he was getting grilled. So that smile was, I need to smile. I gotta smile right now. I can't be mad. I can't show that I'm angry. Mark G says, I keep forgetting that Brian is only 34. 34? I thought he was 35. Either way, my goodness. Jeez. He looks like he's 50. Ad hominem. Sorry. It's you know what? It's not. I don't want to go there. I want to talk about his lies. I want to talk about the stuff he spews out of his mouth. Oh. Fantastic Mr. Knox says, Brian Stelter's smile is creepy like. He's a walking hot take and it's marvelous. For everyone else, like us, let's watch it all crash and burn. Yeah. Oh, man. Mark Robershaw says, Brian is entitled to an uppercut. Well, he definitely acts entitled to believing his opinion is better than others. That's why he complains that Joe Rogan's show does better than his. Yeah, because it's Joe Rogan. He's interesting. People want to listen to him and his points of view, not just what you are spewing out of your mouth. Right? Let's see. Mark Robershaw says, he says, my sack is better looking than Brian. So sad. All right. Come on, guys. Come on. Gilgamesh's Warcat says, missed your show for a week on a cruise. Missed your show, but faith in humanity restored, being with good folk. Never forget we live with good people in a good country. Keep up the good vibes, friend. Thank you very much. And I 100% agree with you. You know, they try to portray America as like some sort of racist country and systemic racism. And it's like, they don't realize that they're partnering up with the Democrats who are the systemic racists. That's like, when are they gonna get that? When are they gonna be like, oh yeah, the systemic racists are the Democrats. They're the ones that are spewing the racism. That's the only racism that I'm seeing in the public realm. Literally, it's just the Democrats. Joe Biden's like sitting at the figurehead of that freaking ship. Craziness. But yeah, but my point is, most people are awesome. Most people are pretty amazing. No joke. Robert Shaw says, a lot of bald people in media, eh? No comment. Maybe? Yeah, I don't know. Ryan says, wish conversation with the left was possible, but they can't have that because they know they are wrong. They know they are evil. No, they don't. No, I don't agree, Ryan. I think that they fully believe 100% that they are right. They believe that they are right. They believe that they are righteous. And they believe that defeating people that don't believe what they believe is the righteous, virtuous, most virtuous thing they do, so much that that is their purpose in life. Because too many people don't have a purpose and are seeking purpose. Well, they found it. So they have to believe it, because that's what their purpose in life is, to fight for it, to be virtuous and to fight the people that they are taught to hate. That's literally their jobs now. They're the zealots of our day. Robert Shaw says, how many lemons work at CNN? I think it's an orchard. Oh, that's funny. Sebastian Monroe says, we're 121 years overdue for the Boxer Rebellion 2. I don't even know what the Boxer Rebellion is. It sounds familiar. And I'm going to look it up because I feel like I should know what that is. I'm going to look that up. You know what? Let's just read what it is. Let's see. The Boxer Rebellion, Boxer Uprising, or Uheshuan movement was an armed and violent anti-Christian and anti-imperialist insurrection in China between 1899 and 1910, towards the end of the Qing dynasty. It was initiated by the Militia United in Righteousness, known in English as the Boxers, because many of their members had practiced Chinese martial arts. Okay, wait. An anti-Christian, anti-imperialist? So it's more the, anti-government side of things, or... I don't know. I have to look into it more. I don't know if I agree with this. Mark Robershaw says, Sky News Australia is legit. Okay, there's some things coming out of Sky News. It's pretty good. Mark Robershaw says, when I get internet scan callers telling me my internet will be cut off, I always respond with the internet is the devil's work, or I don't have internet. Either one, whichever one works, right? Neo Unrealist says, saw you with Ryan Kinnell and Jeremy Griggs the other day. Yeah, over on Friday Night Tights. Those guys are fantastic. Really, really hilarious. And I had a blast over on their show. And it was a week and a half now. It was a week before Friday. Yeah, I took the night off so I can join their show. They invited me on during my 2-week spat off of YouTube. And I was able to join them, and they're awesome. Shout out to Friday Night Tights. Ryan and Jeremy are awesome. I really do appreciate those guys. They're really great. And Nerdrotic, Az is hilarious as well. Heel versus Babyface. So, excuse me. So it was great to see them. And I see that they play Mario Kart on Sundays, and you have to have a Switch. Well, I went and I got myself a Switch. I'm pretty excited. I got this nice case, so it's nice and comfy. I got huge hands. I couldn't do without it. But I got the Switch. I got Mario Kart, so I'm gonna be practicing, and I'm gonna tell these guys I'm gonna join in and try to do some work against them. They play on Sundays. Really fun. I also got the Ferk. He's gonna be working on getting Mario Kart as well. So we're gonna have some Mario Kart action. Very excited about that. Let's see, Mavis says, Brian is not the same age as me. I refuse to believe that. He's at least 45. I'm sorry, Mavis. I'm sorry. You're wrong. He's younger than me. He's your same age. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It is a great console. I also got the new Zelda. New. It's been out for a little while, but I've never played it, and I played almost every Zelda. So I'm very excited about that. I got the new Zelda, Mario Kart, and then I got Collection of Mana, which is... Secret of Mana is one of my favorite games of all time. I love it. Nostalgia up the wazoo playing that game. So pretty excited about it. Let's see. Mark G says, you never do see Brian and Tim in the same room. Mark Robichaud says, they both have to be right all the time. All right. Brian says, I like to call Stelter a gnome with a hairline that goes past the horizon. Before I thought he was like 56. I know, right? He definitely seems like he's one of those like older pundits, but to mid 30s is crazy. My goodness. Christian says, what are your plans for the future? I hope you continue this kind of stuff, but I will support whatever you do, even make me love coffee. So you sold me on anything already. Nice. Thank you. I'm super excited about that. Yeah, my coffee is delicious. I love it myself. Really, I wanted good coffee for me, and I have incredible coffee that I just really enjoy myself, and you know, it helps me, and everyone loves coffee. So if you want to try good coffee, get Crigler coffee. It supports me directly. Thank you so much. And thank you, Christian. I really do appreciate it. But what are my plans? I'm going to keep doing my show. I'm going to keep doing my show. I might do some like parody stuff. I have some ideas for the future, just kind of fun, random things that I'm going to be doing. And yeah, really just continuing this, doing my Twitch channel. I play with some homies. I play video games with my homies on Twitch, and I go by Commodore Crigler. You can find me on Twitch as Commodore Crigler. It's kind of like my internet gaming moniker. Yes, I loved Chrono Trigger. Fantastic game. Let's see. Mark Robichaud says, wow, sounding CNN with that dino speech. Trisha's healthy appetite says, I feel like you are channeling Styx Hexenhammer 666 with your new location. Both you guys are awesome. Godspeed. And it's funny because I have my hair long too today. Like, you know, I'm really channeling my Styx right now. Mark G says, I'd hate to become self-aware and realize I have tiny arms that do nothing useful, like scratching my back or reaching the top shelf. Yeah, but they can pretty much eat anything. So I'm looking at it. It's still sitting over here on my screen. You can see it. Wait, hold on. Wait, which screen am I on? Okay, I'm good. All right, where was I? Timmy says, did Tim fire you because Ian has better hair? Nope, that is not the reason. Mark G says, Adam has the best hair. Well, thank you, Mark G. Stop. Christian says, you should try to get Styx Hexenhammer on your show. I think your conversation would be awesome. You know, I'd love to have a conversation with Styx. He is awfully based, and he's super knowledgeable about a lot of things. I don't watch a lot of his shows, but I do catch some of his segments. I follow him on Twitter, and he's awfully spicy on Twitter by calling people out in very brutal fashion. He's very entertaining follow. Sectus Gaming says dinos are birds. Some dinos are. But what we think of. Mark Robichaud says Ian is replaceable. Tim dumps him all the time. I don't know. I don't watch that show anymore. Actually, I never did. Robichaud says Adam is way better looking than anyone there. Well, thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. Mark G says we need an Adam hair maintenance segment. You think I do maintenance on this thing? No. This is what I do. Wait, I don't have my hair tie. Wait, where's my hair tie? Wait, where'd it go? Hold on, let me check my pocket. Here it is. Okay, so this hair tie, goodness sakes. All right, so I got this. So I've had long hair for 15 years. So I've had long hair for a long time. I hate. I don't hate many things, but I hate the little black circle hair ties that are like the cheap version. You can get a pack of like 30 of them for like $5. I hate those things. They're too small. I can't put them on my arm because I got freaking big old honking man hands, you know, so I can't use those. I can't like put them around my arm. Well, like this one kind of looks a little girly, but well, is it not? I don't know. It's like gray. It's like gray colors. Well, anyway, this thing, it's a scrunchie. Yes, I know it's a scrunchie. I don't care. But look at this. So I love the scrunchy vibe. So I got into scrunchies. I'm like, it's way better because, you know, I can pull my hair up. But this is literally what I do. I just put my hair up. So I got this scrunchie from my niece my niece's friend, right? I saw it and she was playing with it while my niece was talking to me, and I was like talking to her. I was like, you know, like, that's a pretty dope scrunchie you got there. You know, like, how much you want for it? Like, I want that scrunchie. And I bought it from her for, I think, like $5 or something. I don't know. It was like, I just wanted it. I was like, I've never seen one like that. And I've had it for 3.5 years. Oh, yeah, it's nice. It's kind of hot in here, actually. This is it. You guys are witnessing it right now. The hair routine. There it is, Mark G. That is the hair maintenance segment that you just asked for. You got it. That's literally what I do with my hair, and I'm done. All right, that's it. I don't use anything. I don't brush my hair. Nisha plays with my hair. And she hands me a big stack of like hair that's been pulled out of my hair because my stuff is ridiculous and it braids itself. I straight up have like a braid forming, or not a braid, like a dread. My hair straight up dreads itself. It's not the best dread, but it dreads. No joke. All right, let's see. Christian says, at Timmy, Adam got the best hair ever. What are you talking about? Yeah, I got the best hair ever. Ian's got good hair, though. Don't get me wrong. Ian's got some nice hair. We'll give it to him. Robert Shaw says, Nishra, it's Nishra with an R, Nishra, is the only one above Adam. It's true. She's the most important person in my life, hands down. Without question. Robert Shaw says, we dunk on Tim and Ian because it's fun, not hate. Yeah, exactly. It's true. Like, I poke fun at my friends. You know, like, when the closer you are to me, the more I'm going to poke fun at you. And people on the internet are, like, waiting for an answer as far as what happens. And it's like, I poke fun at Tim, and they're like, oh, no way. Look, he's poking fun at him. And I'm like, I always did. I did it on the show, and I continue doing it after the fact. But people are just trying to, like, make it like more than it is, and it's like I'm poking fun at my friend, you know, like give it a rest. Let's see. Jay says, nice, Adam, keep rocking it. Thank you, Jay, I appreciate that. Thank you. Secta says, oh, I just lost super chat. Jump like crazy. Hold on. Wow, thank you guys so much. Sectus Gaming says, make sure you do the rice experiment at your new pad. I love to see you start and finish it on stream. I'm going to do that. Don't worry, Tucker. I'm going to do this. Daniel Humphreys, what's up, Failed? You're going to miss the Sea of Thieves update. I know. Thanks for reminding me. Failed, Brad. Appreciate it, though. Yeah, I know. You don't think I know? I know. I know I'm going to miss it. All right. Thank you. Robert Shaw says, Adam, stand above the 99% of YouTubers by not airing the dirty laundry of him and Tim. That's respectful to the max. Friday Night Tights was great. Robert Shaw, thank you so much. Yeah, it's I'm not telling anybody. No one's gonna know. All right, let's just. I mean, I've pretty much, if you don't know by now, that I'm not gonna tell anybody what happened. You know, you never will learn. Secta says, Newport has successfully been liberated. It's true. Newport is no longer on the premises. If you don't know what Newport is, it is the name of the UFO that is in the wind. Sectus, Mark Robertshaw says, are they at least giving you a send-off? Who's they? No. I never got one. I never will. Mr. Squiggle says, can you do a deep dive on the party switch theory and explain what really happened? Sure, right now, ready? Democrats claim the party switch because the Democrats were the racist ones. And the truth of what really happened was they never did. They're still the racist one. Boom, deep dive over. Robert Shaw says, I mean, you did help start Timcast IRL. I mean, you're right. I did. It was my show. And I treated it like my show. And maybe that was the problem. Richard Lyon says, who got the 1971 skateboard? What 1971 skateboard? I don't know anything about a 1971 skateboard, so I guess it wasn't me. Let's see. Delfric says, what's your eyeglass prescription? Good show. Thanks. I think I'm like negative 3.5. And I've been that same prescription since I was 7 years old. No joke, my eyes have not deteriorated. They've been the exact same for that long. It's pretty amazing. Robert Shaw says, I bet Brian cries at night from all the lies. No. This is what I was saying earlier. These people believe these things. They fully believe it. It's like, that's why that smile was like, he's like, this person, he's like, I got to be nice to this person. I can't be mean. I can't tell him what I really want to say to him, because they believe it. This is their new passion. This is their new purpose, is to believe and virtue signal, It's, let's see here. Darth Jason just said in chat that I should get a gold play button for the 1 million subs. You helped build it. I don't want that. You know what? I'll get 1 million subs on my own. I don't want anything to do with that. I was put out, essentially. Whatever happened. Okay, doing my own thing, and I'm gonna do my own thing. So I'll tell you what. I'll hit 1 million subs one day. I'm gonna get my own play button, and that's the one I want. And I'm gonna continue doing the show. It took Tim 10 years to get from starting to where he's at now. I've been doing this for not even a year. In fact, I think it was July 10th I made this account. So I haven't even done the Crigler show for over a year. I was terrible at when I started. I could barely read stuff. Reading, articulating things, and then speaking about it. It took some time to get used to it and comfortable with it. I feel like I'm getting into a flow of it. Now I'm getting my own house. I'm going to build my own studio. I don't answer to anyone. It's going to be mine completely at 100%. And you guys are supporting me. And it's like, that feels good. That's what I want. And I'm going to do it. So I'm going to get there. And I appreciate you guys. Mark says, Sticks Hexanatom. Sectus Gaming says, the rest of the world is so much more racist than the United States. Well, they won't let you know that, though. They don't want to talk about that. They want to really convince people how racist America is. And it's like, it's not. They're crazy. Robert Shaw says, you laugh, I laugh, we all laugh at CNN. Nice. Toasting Tony says, the guilty taketh the truth to be hard, for it cutteth them to the very center, or straight through. Jack Bacon, I saw your background and thought you were getting divorced. Glad you're just moving. My goodness, no. Don't worry, she's coming with me. She is coming with me. Robert Shaw says, you know what they say about huge hands. Heyo. The man behind the screen says, great final show at the castle, Adam. Touching on purpose, in my opinion, seeking purpose, can leave us lost. We need to make our own purpose and carve our own paths. You're absolutely right. And that's part of what being America is finding your own path, doing it on your own, earning it, right? It's almost like the government is slowly trying to convince people that we can't do it without them. We need the government to do things, that we can't do it on our own. They can't trust people to just to go it up by themselves. They need the government. We need less government. We gotta return to being accountable for our actions and being proud of working hard, right? People don't even want to work at all, let alone find a purpose for themselves. They don't want to do anything. They want things handed to them, and that's exactly what the government wants. Secta says, saving up these faded 69 rolls one of these days. Well, that dice is long gone, but it'll be back in my new studio eventually when I build it. In probably August, I'll be back in a studio. Jonathan Duger says, in the mid-90s, CNN did a documentary about special forces in Vietnam. They lied about them and were forced to apologize a few years later. Well, how does that not surprise me? Robert Shaw says, all Adam is missing is holding his cat. Wait, what? All Adam is missing all Adam is missing is holding his cat. Well, my cat's out in the wild doing something. I don't know what he's doing, but he tends to come and go as he pleases. JD says, I buy coffee and mugs, but hate YouTube. I guess everyone gets one. I'm 87. Oh, you're an 87. We're Gen X. All right, look. This is what I was saying. It's a mentality. All right, Gen X versus millennials. People say it's a definitive year. That's BS. It is a mentality. It's who you were raised around. I was raised around a lot of older generation. All of my cousins were older than me. I didn't really hang out with any younger of my cousins because they were kind of the ones who lived near me were my older cousins that were born in, mid 70s, late 70s. So they were a little older than me when I was growing up, and I was around that more, that kind of a mentality. And like my dad was always working, constantly had to work, provide for the family. His work ethic is beyond. So, and it's something that I've learned from him. It's like you gotta work for something that you want. And I want 1 million subs. Maybe I'll get there one day. I'm not gonna stop doing what I'm doing. No, you know what? I will get there. One day I'm gonna get there. Because I'm gonna keep doing this. And I love doing this. And I'm gonna get better and better at doing this. I'm gonna have bigger and bigger people on my show. And I'm looking forward to it. I love talking to people and having solid conversations about life, and getting to the root of things, I'm not, I was known when I was a pro skater, I wasn't the best at any one thing, but I got really good at all around things. Like I could literally pick up any kind of skateboard and skate it. And that's kind of what I want. I don't want to be good at like politics. I want to be good at politics, but I don't want to be the best at politics. I don't want to be the best at science or space or anything. I want to just be well-rounded, that I could talk about anything with anyone. So then I can talk about anything with anyone. Like, that sounds awesome to me. Like, what do you want to talk about? Oh, that's cool. I know a little bit about that, but you seem more of an expert. Fill me in. Tell me about that. I love that kind of stuff. So that's definitely something that I'm going to be working for is having more people on my show, more really cool, authentic conversations with people. And so we'll see. But again, thank you guys. Seriously though, without all of you supporting me on my channel, sharing my videos, smashing that like button, subscribing below, it's definitely going to help me grow. Thank you guys. Fantastic Mr. Knox says, being a Switch gamer is exciting. Breath of the Wild is coming out next year. Oh, Breath of the Wild 2 is coming out next year. Been contemplating on getting a Switch. I've never played Breath of the Wild. I'm very excited about it. I hear it is amazing. So I am going to be playing it now that I have the Switch finally. Pretty excited about it. Jonathan says, needless to say, CNN has a history of being garbage. No wonder their viewers are leaving. I think there's also a wave of people being fed up. They're just so fed up with being told. The sheep are realizing that they're sheep and going, I don't want to be a sheep anymore. I'll be a sheepdog. I'm going to go try to wake these people up, protect them from the wolves that are just trying to eat them. Sectus Gaming says, Trex can't reach the top shelf, the top dino shelf. Yeah, it's sad. Daniel Humphreys again says, you should just send me the coffee. I will, except that quality might degrade in taste, but I want to try it. You know what? I will send you a bag, Failed Bread. And just whisper me on Twitch. I'll get you a bag, buddy. Go to criglercoffee.com. I'll hook you up. For those who don't know, this is somebody that I game with regularly. So he's a great gamer, really fun to play with. So I'm gonna hook him up. He's great. And I do really want to get international shipping. We don't have international shipping right now. I might try to get some like a roaster in Europe that I can have European sales. Of course, I don't know, Brexit and everything. I'm sure that there's still going to have to be some sort of tax going into London. But we'll see. The man behind the screen says, I heard sticks. Clankers arise. Is that something that happens over there? Robert Shaw says, a hair scrunchie. It is indeed a hair scrunchie. Timmy says, why did Tim fire you? Was he just jealous of your hair? No one knows, and I'm not going to tell anybody. So, and no, I don't think that's what it was. Robert Shaw says, Adam is fabulous with that scrunchie. So fierce. Thank you. That was my fierce face, I guess. Mark G says, 10 out of 10. Best segment ever. You can't top it now. Maybe it was. Sebastian, I just got a super chat jump. Thank you guys. Wow, so much support. I really do appreciate all of you. I can't even, it's amazing. Thank you so much. Here we go. Sebastian says, my reference to the Boxer Rebellion is when nations unified and fought in China. Anyway, good show. This time, not at work. That's about all. Peace out. Okay. Well, in that case, our states are starting to realize that they have power and the federal government is trying to basically take it over. We're seeing it right now. Texas is basically giving the big FU to government and going, we're going to do what we want. You don't control our citizens. If you're going against the Constitution, we're upholding our Constitution and we're sticking to it. It's amazing. Texas is super based. If you don't know about what's going on in Texas, I've been paying close attention to it. I want to do a segment on it, but I just haven't had the time to really gather resources to bring it to you. But it's amazing what's going on over there. It's amazing. Florida is going down really, really amazingly as well. Super based states, but the states are taken back and we are unifying. And I think the people are realizing. That's why CNN is the viewers are bombing. Podcasts are exploding. YouTubers are doing well because people are like, I want to hear the other side of the story. And when they hear the other side, they're like, wow, like this stuff is craziness. I'm sick of the crazy. I want normal. I want to feel like I'm not crazy myself. Because when I'm looking at these people and they're like, it's like, okay, well, you're either crazy or you're making me crazy. And I'd rather, I don't think I'm crazy. So it's nice to, meet up with like-minded people. So, hey, yeah, maybe then. The Last Crow says, my oldest nephew passed away on May 14th, 10 years old with an extremely rare cancer. I asked for prayers for my family to get through this tough time. The Last Crow, that is such a shame. I'm really sorry about that. Let's get some, just asking you, chat, to give some thoughts out to The Last Crow. Sorry, man, that really sucks. 10 years old, that's absolutely too young. I'm very sorry. Very sorry to hear that. Mark G says, now we need a beard maintenance segment. Yeah, sure, here we go, ready? Ta-da! That's it. That's my beard maintenance. Or I just go and get rid of it because once it gets itchy, it's gone. Oh, it's starting to get really beardy again though, right? Starting to get this thing going. Mavis says, as someone with long hair, I can say hair ties are serious business. Oh yeah, no. You lose them, they break, they're cheap. I can't stand those cheap ones. You got to get a really good one. This one's quality. I've had this one for like 2 or 3 years. I love it. I would be really sad if I lost this hair tie, scrunchie, whatever you want to call it. No joke. I would be sad if I lost it. Robert Shaw says, Adam, you might have some Aussie in you. Laughing his butt off. We dunk on our mates all the time, always teasing and joking. It's all fun and games. Exactly. No, you know what it is? I grew up around Gen Xers. All right? We made fun of each other. They poked at me. They prodded me. They made me like wrestled me. They beat me up sometimes. It was like I wasn't catered to. I wasn't coddled at all. I have thick skin. You can call me what you want. Sticks and stones. They break my bones, but words don't. But that's what I was raised on. That's like a Gen X mentality because we can take that. We can dish it out. We can take it. As soon as you can't take it anymore, all right, you got issues. You got to remember that it's life and why you care about what other people think. Right? That's one of these biggest thing about these people with their pronouns and stuff. They care too much about what other people think. Why do you care? What does it even bother you? Oh, because you're not validated? Validate yourself. It's not my job to validate you. It's not anyone's job to validate anyone except themselves. Validate yourself. Done. I kind of went off there. Shaylor says, hey Adam, check out The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai on Amazon Prime. I feel you will love it. I've never seen Buckaroo Banzai. I've only heard the reference from Ready Player One. Awesome movie, by the way. I really love that one. But he dresses up when he's going on the date, and his friend, he at the time turns out to be a girl, but his friend says, "Oh, Buckaroo Banzai, huh? Like, I don't think you should do it." And he's like, "I'm doing it," and then she loves it because they're end up being perfect for each other. It's cute. Yeah, maybe I'll check it out. Daniel again says, just letting you know you're missing the Sea of Thieves update. Thanks. Thank you. Thanks, Brad. Thank you. French toast. Mark G says, spin that Crigler and roll the eyes. I don't have enough room to spin myself. What am I, the Ferk? No. Robert Shaw says, I am simp, and there's no send-off, disrespectful. What am I going to do? I'm going to move on and live my best life. That's what I'm going to do. I'll tell you that. Robert Shaw says, LOL, people telling me I waste money on Adam. How is it a waste? Who's saying that? Why would you ever think that, people? Because what he's doing is supporting me directly. And he's one of my biggest super chatters. And I appreciate you a lot, Robert Shaw. Thank you so much. It's incredible how much you super chat me. And I appreciate every single one. And they're quite oftentimes they're funny. A lot of times they're a swing and a miss. But hey, you can't you can't hit everyone. You missed opportunity for an F Bezos at the end of there, but I'll give it to you right there. F Bezos. Gilgamesh's Warcat says, send Warcats door to door until 1 million subs. There you go. You know what? Share my videos. I think that's going to be the biggest thing. Share my videos. Ask your friends to subscribe to me. Tell them about my show. Send them to my channel and have them watch it with me. Whoever's. Just help me out. That'd be amazing. I really do appreciate that. Mark G says, giving money to Adam is not a waste as he is great. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. Oh, is that what people in chat were saying? That's cute. Hannah says, I've been listening since day one and love every show. I hope you keep up the great work no matter where life takes you. Thank you, Hannah. Thank you very much. I will absolutely continue. I love doing my show. I love reading the news. I like being informed. I love that. I love finding weird, random stories about different things and then talking to you guys about it. Because there's always some interesting super chats that come up. And it's great. It always ends up being a good time. The Dashing Rogue says, thoughts on Karlin Borisenko's theory about the phrase CRT is anti-white being loaded rhetoric designed by white nationalists to push ID politics. Okay. I wasn't really going to talk about this whole thing because the internet is like flaming right now with Karlin Borisenko at the center of it. So Karlin is arguing that critical race theory isn't anti-white. It's just simply racist. And she's saying the term anti-white is being used by the white nationalists to be like, yeah, good. Like, get these people riled up against critical race theory because it's racist, but more importantly, it's anti-white. Well, I mean, my stance on it is, okay, that may be true that they're doing that, but the fact is, she says it herself, it's racist. But what is racist about it is because it's primarily anti-white. So it's not wrong that it's anti-white. It is racist, and these people are using it. They're not gonna change me to think suddenly start looking at people's skin color and judging people for it. No, that's ridiculous. That's absurd. They're trying to push that people should be judged differently based on their skin. And I will never, ever go into that. I will never go there because that is bullshit. For lack of better words, I had to say that. It is. It's ridiculous. I will not subscribe to that kind of talk. And that's what critical race theory is. Now it goes into saying all white people are racist. They're literally calling out white people. All white people. How is that not anti-white? They're basically painting white people as the only people that are racist in the world. Literally anyone could be racist. Doesn't matter what your skin color is. Period. All right? So Karlin, I don't agree with her. All right? In this instance. I think she's wrong. I think she's also right. And I think that she should stop picking battles with literally everybody. Because it's the internet. And not everyone's going to always agree. So... let's see. Darth Jason says, I meant no disrespect. I know you will get 10 million on your own. I was just saying that isn't right. Hey, man, it's what can I do, though, There's only one thing I can do, and that's being accountable for my own actions and what I do in my life, right? So if I hold grudges, if I get angry at other people's things, what is that doing for me, right? What is that going to do for me? If I get all upset about something that I feel slighted or something, what am I going to hold on to that? Am I going to put it in the baggage that you carry around? I don't want to carry around luggage. I hate carrying around luggage. I like being free. I like having a light chest. You know, I like being able to walk around and being able to breathe and be happy with doing what I'm doing. And I'm telling you, I am absolutely happy with what I do with my life. I don't want to change that. Thank you, though, for your support, Jason. I appreciate that. Robert Shaw says, Adam was a Timcast co-host and has been there since the start. He's been Tim's friend for years and no send-off. That's just rude to me, honestly. Thank you, Robert Shaw. I appreciate that. Ground Floor says, when it all comes freely, it's wonderful. I wrote that song in September, too. Thank you very much. I agree. Mark Robisha says, well, hold on, to go back. It's like the first line of that song is, life sucks sometimes. But when you realize that it sucks sometimes, because the whole premise is that when you realize that it sucks sometimes, that means it's you have to realize that it doesn't always suck, right? That's why, so when you realize that, life is not so bad, right? And then it's like, you choose where your mind spends all its time. So like, I'm choosing to spend my time and to put where my mind goes onto positive things like finding segments for my show, prepping for an amazing, incredible future with my wife, right? That's what I want. So that's where I put my mind, and that's where I put my energy. Let's see. Mark G says, it's almost been a year since Timcast IRL. Let's move on. Yeah, right, exactly. Okay. Super chat jump. Oh my goodness. Thank you guys so much. Mark Robershaw says, regardless of what you do, I'll watch and support you because I'm never going to give you up. Never going to let you down. Never going to run around, desert you. Mark Robershaw, ladies and gentlemen. Mark Robershaw. Scrody says, hi, Adam. Keep up the good work. I haven't watched news networks in over 2 years. I was tired of the gaslighting. Well, good for you. Well, tune in to my show because I won't gaslight you. I'll try to give you the truth of what I find. So, Daniel Humphrey says, I'm pretty sure I have a roaster about 10 miles from me. I can find out some info for you. Oh, yes. Thank you, Brad. Let's talk about that. Thank you. I'm interested. I like that. Jake Dog says, you should get Nini, an American Bulldog puppy. No, if I'm going to get a dog, I'll probably try to get a rescue, and you never know what you're going to get when you get a rescue, right? I feel like I've read some horror stories of people that have proudly talked about how they had to put down their puppy their dog that they got in 2020. Like there was like all the kennels were empty during 2020 because everyone was home and wanted to let's get a dog because we're home. And then now there's like this influx of people going, I had to put the dog down because it was too much. They got dogs for a year or they brought them back. And it's like, man, people suck sometimes. Mark Robishaw says, though I am trash, I trash for Adam. Robishaw, thank you. You're not trash. Blackwell Disco, hey, what's good? Says, I'm back from the dead. Sorry, I've been lacking in the live shows, but my second album is almost done, and you get a song about you again. Whoa, awesome. Blackwell Disco, very cool. Congratulations, that's huge. That's huge. Very nice. Congratulations on your new album. That's almost done. That's very cool. Lars and Rune says, thanks for the memories. Well, my pleasure. Sectus Gaming says, I want to give you an air freshener that's Jeffrey Epstein, so you can say this air freshener didn't hang itself. I've seen that one floating around the internet. I've seen it. Mark G says, my words identify as sticks and stones. Well, they still don't hurt me. Because that's your words. As soon as they enter my ears, they're mine, no longer yours. Dolores says, I haven't been able to super chat in a bit, so get yourself an overpriced drink at an airport for me. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. All right, maybe I will. Mazo says, get the international shipping going. Got offered my position in Japan. Gonna need that good. Dude, nice. Going to Japan. I've never been to Japan, but Nisha lived there for a little while, and she was actually there when the Fukushima plant meltdown was the earthquake hit. She was in Tokyo at the time and had to travel to the south of Japan and get out. It's an amazing story, actually. But yeah. Carnell says, what's up, Adam? With you having a former career as a model, can you give us in chat your best blue steel? No. Sorry. Not for $5. You're going to have to, I'm going to need way more if I'm going to give you a blue steel. I'm sorry. It's not happening. No. Sorry. Mark Robershaw says, bro, it's F. Zuckerberg now. Oh, F. Zuckerberg, huh? All right. Robert Weil says, screw those trolls. You know I don't have much money, but here you can help me find some whiskey that I can get for my brother. Not too costly. Be blessed. Well, what's not too costly? What's like a $30 bottle, $20 bottle? $30 is like where you get to whiskey that you can sip neat and not have it be like, wow. You know what I mean? Under $30, I feel like is like mixing whiskeys. You don't really, or shots, taking shots of picklebacks. I don't know, whatever you want to do as far as shooting whiskey, but I can't really think of any $30 bottles. I've been spoiling myself for a while with like $50 to $60 bottles, 70s, $50 to $70 bottles. That's kind of where I'm at right now. Let's see. Fantastic Mr. Knox says, it's great when seeing people who aren't white speaking out against CRT. People need to make more noise against it regardless of color, race, and beliefs. Agreed. I agree with you completely. And we're seeing that's happening. That's happening out there. So, hey, Mr. Obvious. How you doing, mate? I love your channel. See him talking in chat. Let's see here. Mark Robershaw says, CRT makes me mad and disappointed with humanity. Yeah, you're not alone. You're not alone, buddy. Digits says, here's a couple bucks because you said a swear. I did. I don't swear on my show, but I felt like I absolutely needed to at that moment. So, sorry about that. My goodness, I just had a super chat jump. Give me a second. Mark G says, make CRT a television again. Yeah, that's great. The Beeve says, take my money and keep up the good work, Adam. I will. Thank you very much. Mark Robershaw says, go make your babies, Adam. Make us proud. All right. Thank you very much. Hey, Carlin Borisenko is in chat. How you doing, Carlin? Good to see you. The Magma Express says, haven't super chatted in a while, but can't think of anything to say, so here's $5. Well, thank you, Magnum. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. Mark G says, can an Aussie cattle dog, get an Aussie cattle dog and name him Robershaw? That's a pretty good idea. Now look, I already said I'm probably going to get a rescue dog. If I could get a Shar-Pei, I would love a Shar-Pei. And that's the kind of dog I would want. I love them. They're fantastic. Blue Steel at 200k subs. Magnum at 1 million. Okay. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I'll do that. 200,000 subs. I'll give you guys the Blue Steel. No. 1 million. I'm going to give you Blue Steel. None of this 200,000 stuff. 1 million subs. I will give you guys the Blue Steel. I will go full Blue Steel. I'll wear a straight Zoolander outfit. I don't even care. I'll do a walk. I will straight up make a runway, walk down the runway, and give you guys Blue Steel. No joke. I don't know if you know this about me. I did runway shows. I was a professional model. I flew. I did the shows in Milan. I did the shows in Paris. I did the shows in New York. I did the trip. There's other places you can go, but those were the 3 places that I went to. Oh, that's funny. Where am I? Mark Robershaw says, Sea of Thieves update, apparently. Oh, I know. I'm going to miss it. Preston says, love your show and love that you go on Friday Night Tights. Those are my people. Hail Crigler. Thank you, Preston. Dude, I had such a good time on Friday Night Tights. That was my second time on the show, actually. Those guys are all fantastic. Very nice. Daniel said, and you said I sold out wearing a maid outfit. Oh, that's funny. Well, you did it for her, right? Didn't you? Or I don't remember why you actually ended up wearing that. Was it because something about you had a certain amount of sub count or something? I don't remember. But I think 1 million subs deserves something amazing. If I hit 1 million subs on this channel, which I want to, I'm going to work towards it. 1 million subs, I'll give you guys the Blue Steel full Zoolander runway show. It'll be the Crigler show, runway edition. God, what did I just agree to? That's all right. It's going to be a while. Maybe everyone will forget by then. The internet never forgets. Oh, my goodness. Mark Robichaud says, F Bezos, F Zuckerberg. Mark Robichaud says, no Blue Steel, no peace. Mark G says, Blue Steel in case the prior one wasn't enough. No. I think we've established. We've established it. Oh, Failed Bread said he said 40 subs and you do it. Oh, dude, 40 subs, that's it? Dude, you undersold yourself, my friend. Undersold yourself. Some call me Casey says, Godspeed on your upcoming adventure, my friend. Thank you, Casey. Although some call you Casey. I don't know if that's what most people call you, but never. Someone say never go full Zoolander? No? Oh, okay. Carlin says, I want to walk off. So hot right now. You know what, Carlin? I'll wear the dream coat that you're making me. I'll on the freaking one way. Oh, what am I doing? You know what? I'm putting it in the air. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen one day, and it's gonna be hilarious. Wow. Wow. Robert Shaw says, "Oh, is this how you see Mark G?" Well, you guys love getting into battles between each other. It's funny. Robert Shaw says, "Pet crocodile would be better, but sure, okay." Hey, look, man, it's a dope dog, you know, named Robershaw. Robershaw is a pretty good name. Not, you know, I mean, it's unique. Minion says, mixed breeds have far less health issues. Hashtag rescue pup. Rescue pup. That's right. Sejong says, my dog was a rescue and an Aussie catalog and was absolutely amazing. Totally amazing breed. Loyal to the end. Awesome. You're doing a bold neon yellow stripe in the back. That sounds awesome. It's almost done. Oh, nice. Carlin's telling me, Carlin Borisenko's making me a multicolored dream coat. For those who don't know, my grandparents brought me to musicals. They took me to Nutcracker. They took me to a few other things, but Joseph and the Technicolor Dreamcoat was my favorite. I love that one. And I knew all the songs. I still know all the songs. I could probably sing along to all of them. I couldn't do it off the top of my head, but I don't remember. Somehow we were talking about it, and she was like, I'm going to make you a Technicolor Dreamcoat. And she's almost done with it. She's been working on it for a long time, like 8-9 months now, right, Carlin? Jeez. Robert Shaw says, I invoke all my super chats for a named pet. And then I can't actually see the last super chat. For some reason, it's not letting me scroll all the way down. Like, why? That's weird. Oh, here we go. Mark Robershaw says, everyone has a dog. I am unique. I'm not going to say that as a swear. I'm not doing it. I already swore today. So that's it. That's my swear for the day. I'm done. I'm done on that one. But anyway, thank you guys very much. I will probably post on my YouTube in midday tomorrow. I'll know by tonight whether I'm leaving tomorrow or Wednesday. In fact, I could probably find out. I am leaving Wednesday. I all I had to do is look down at my phone and I have got a notification. So I'll be here tomorrow. So I'm doing a show tomorrow. So tomorrow will officially be my last show here in the Cast Castle, and then Wednesday I'll be traveling, and then I'll be back on my mobile. I'll be somewhere on Thursday on my mobile setup. So we'll see. So I'll be traveling Wednesday. I'm here tomorrow, so it'll be my final show. Thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate everything you guys do for me. Your never-ending support. I really do appreciate. If you are a subscriber, please slam some of those UFOs. I can't spin the UFO, but I can spam the UFO in chat. So I'm doing that. I'm spamming the UFO right now. If you are a member, you can actually spam the UFO. Oh, we got a couple more super chats. Let's see here. Mark G says, last, unless Robert Shaw decides to super chat again. Of course, Mr. Squiggles then says, Boston Terriers are fun. and have lots of personality. I want a bigger dog, though. Boston Terriers, they're kind of smaller, aren't they? I don't know. Scrody again says, I'm having Seinfeld flashbacks due to the coat. Oh, okay. And then, where'd he go? I just lost it. Carlin's going live in 10 minutes. Right on, Carlin. Well, have fun. Thank you very much, Carlin. Good to see you in chat. And then Robert Shaw just simply does a question mark. All right. Well, everybody, thank you very much. I really do appreciate you all. You guys are all very fantastic people. Remember, please go follow me over on Odyssey, just in case something happens to my YouTube channel. I'll see you over there, everybody. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Daniel says, can't wait to play Sea of Thieves. How about you? I can't wait, mate. I cannot wait to play the Sea of Thieves. And since I'm leaving Wednesday, I get to play the update tomorrow. Boom! Yes! All right, so follow me on Twitch, Commodore Crigler. Find me over there, twitch.tv/Commodore Crigler. Really easy to find me. All right, guys. Have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow here on The Crigler Show. Good night.